Hi, welcome to Django series. Now in this session, I will discuss how data is represented in the application layer. To understand the content of this video, you watch my last video so that you can understand how to render template in a Django. As I already told you in my first video, Django is a MVT architecture. In that, M stands for model, V stands for view, and T stands for template. So we'll first understand what is a template. In my last video, I have created a view which return HTTP response and display content in a HTML page. But it's not enough. We can design web page either by using JavaScript or by using Bootstrap. To design HTML page, you can create a complete HTML tag. Then you can integrate Python with the HTML page. A template is simply a text file. It can generate any text-based format like HTML, XML, CSV. A template contain variable which get replaced with the value when template is get evaluated. Template is used in the view function to represent the data to the user. The flow of template is user send request to the view, then view contact template. After that, view got confirmation from template, and then view give response to the user. So we'll understand the complete process through the example. So stepwise I'll explain how it works. So in the first step, we need to create a project. To create a project, you need to type a command in the terminal, django-admin startproject project name. In our use case, project name is software professional, which consists of 3 applications, tester, coder, and a manager. So once we create a project, we need to create the application. So to create an application, we need to type a command in a terminal, python manage.py startapp application name. So one by one, we can add the application name. Once we create the application, you need to register that application under the project. So to register the application, open our setting file under the project, go to the install app and add all the custom application that you have created. After that, create a template folder under the main project. So whatever the HTML pages we have to design, that can be under the template folder. After that, we can add a template directory in settings.py. So under the setting.py, go to the template and add a template directory. After that, we need to create a template file under the template folder. So whatever the HTML pages we need to design, that are under the template folder. After that, we'll write the view in a views.py. So whatever the business logic we have to perform and that has been rendered to the HTML page are under the views.py. After that, we can define a URL for each view function so that it will redirect to the specific HTML page. So now I'll explain how we can render a template in Django through the coding. So I already completed step number 1, 2, 3. Create Django project. So software professional project is already created, which consists of 3 applications, coder, manager, and tester. After that, in step number 3, we need to register all the applications. So go to the project directory. Under that, you can find the settings.py. Open that file. Go to the install app and verify that all the apps are being installed under that install app. So coder, manager, and testers are already been added into the install app. Once we complete the step number 3, so we need to create a template folder under the project. So I just create the template folder. Once we create the template folder, we need to set the template folder using settings.py. So again, you need to open the settings.py, go to the template. So under the template, we need to set the directory. So under that file, I'm going to write template directory is equal to os.path.join base directory and name of the folder. So I just created a template folder. So this is the directory. I'll verify it whether that template directory is set in the specific location. So just going to print that template directory has been set. And that template directory we can add here. Template directory. To verify the template directory, go to the project folder. And then we can execute python settings.py so that we can check whether that template folder has been set under the project folder or not. Yes, it has been set. Okay. So I just make the comment to this print statement. Once the step number 5 is complete, then we'll go for a step number 6. So step number 5 is completed. After we need to create a template under the template folder. So go to the template folder, and under the template folder, we have to create a file. So one by one, we can create a multiple file. So we have two different application, coder and tester. So I'll create two files for coder and two files for tester. So I'll create one by one, junior tester.html. This is one of the file. Similarly, I'll create senior tester.html. These two files are created, senior tester and junior tester. Now you need to write certain code under that file. So let it be, I'll write HTML code. Some, let's say, sample code here I write. For the body tag, just write h1 tag. And I just write, I am junior tester HTML page. This is the simple message that I'm going to print under this page. The same code I'll copy and I'll paste into the senior tester. And instead of junior coder and instead of junior tester, here I'm going to replace senior tester. So these two HTML pages I have created and write a certain string message under that HTML page. So the next task is to update the view file. So now we'll open the view file of a tester application because we have created the template for tester. So I'm going to explore the tester application. Under the tester application, we know that business logic we write under the views.py. So I just open the views.py file. Now instead of HTTP response, we are going to render to the HTML page. So this particular message I'll remove from this function and it will return render the HTML page. So return request. So which page I'm going to use? Junior tester. So junior tester .html. So this particular page I'm going to render to this function. Similarly, this HTTP response message I'm going to replace for senior tester. So return and I'll render the HTML page. The first parameter is a request, and then we are going to write the page, that is senior tester.html. Now both views are updated. Then we'll move for the next step. Now we'll check the URL, whether we need to modify the URL. So we'll go to the urls.py under the application. So already we call the same function junior tester. So there is no any modification required in the URL file. Now I'll execute the project using the command python manage.py run server. Once it executes properly, then I'll copy this URL and paste into the browser. It will show me the two application, tester and coder. So I want to go under the application tester. Under the tester, we have two functions, jtester and stester. So I'm going to execute jtester. And it will redirect me the I am junior tester and HTML page. So that page is working fine. If I just go to the source of that page, you can find the code we write in the HTML page. Similarly, we can execute for senior tester. That is S tester, and it will redirect me to the I am a senior tester. If I'll go to the view web page source, I'll verify that the same HTML code I found in the source. So in this way, we can redirect to the template. The same modification we can make into the another application. So I'll again go to the code. Now I'll modify the coder application. So for coder application, we need to first create the HTML pages. So under the template folder, I'm going to create a file scoder.html, another file jcoder, that is junior coder and senior coder.html. Once I create these two HTML pages, then we need to write code under that HTML page. So first I'll write under the jcoder. So just create a sample HTML file which consists of certain data inside it. Let's say I'm going to write h1 and I write the, let's say, I'm junior coder. Okay. This is sample HTML page testing. The same code I'll copy and paste into the another page, that is senior coder. And I'll just make the modification in the message. So instead of junior coder, I'll just write a senior coder. So HTML pages are set. Now I need to go into the view functionality of the coder application. I just minimize the other application, open the coder application, go to the business logic, views.py, and already we render the HTTP response. Now we are going to render to the HTML page. So I just modify both the functions under the view.py. So first function I'm going to use return render. There are many parameters. Then we'll write render. There are many parameters we can write under the render that we'll discuss afterwards. So first parameter is request, and second parameter name of the HTML page. So first function is junior coder. So here I pass jcoder.html so that it will redirect to the jcoder HTML page, and whatever the message under that HTML page will be displayed. Then I'll modify senior coder view. I just modify the message render request, and then we'll write the HTML page. So HTML page is scoder.html. So likewise, we'll modify this view functionality. Then we need to go to the urls.py under the application. Already we write the two functions, jcoder and scoder. We'll keep as it is. And now I'll verify whether it works fine or not. So again, I'll copy this URL and paste into the browser. To application test run coder. Now this time I want to verify the coder application. So I'll just hit to the coder. Under the coder, we have two functionality, that is jcoder and scoder. So I am going to execute jcoder.html or just write jcoder. So it will show me the message under that page. I am a junior coder. This is a sample HTML page testing. So I just little bit modify that HTML page. So let it be, I'll just open junior coder, and here I'll just give one break so that the message will be displayed onto the new line. Now I'll re-execute again the page so that the message is come onto the next line. Same way I'll execute for senior coder, that is S coder. I am a senior coder. This is a sample HTML page testing. So likewise, we'll get the message into the console. So hope you understand that how we can render a template into the application. In the next video, I will discuss how to sort the templates according to the application. Thanks for watching this video.